Welcome back to the Boreal Museum YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about chromatography and do our mini experiment, Magic Color Flowers. This experiment is all about using chromatography to make beautiful colorful flowers, and then we'll make them actually into the flower shape after. Alright, so we'll build the flower and I'll talk a little bit about how it works. In your Magic Color Flowers experiment kit, you will find everything you need to do this experiment. There's lots of things inside of this kit. Several colored markers, 2 hollow stems, the instruction booklet for the experiment and making the flowers, special paper cut into flower petals, 2 pipe cleaners, a small plastic container. For the first step, fill the small plastic container almost full with water. Now that it's full, let's get to the experiment. Take one of your blank petals. What we're gonna do is we'll lay it flat, we'll choose some of the colors we want to try on it. I'll take the brown here and I'll start coloring in a circle, making sure to leave the center clean and white. You don't want to put any color in the middle, so going in the circle on the outside is good. Once we're satisfied, we'll fold the petal in half, half again, and one more time until it looks like a thin little pizza slice. Now we'll place the white unmarked end of our little pizza slice into the water container. Now what will happen is the water will soak upwards through the paper through capillary action. As it moves up, it will encounter the ink from the markers and start pulling them up through the paper. Unfold your petal and let it dry somewhere that you don't mind getting a little color on, like a piece of cardboard or a newspaper. If you do get color, these are water washable, so you can use water to wipe them away. You can see the colors on the end look a lot different than when I started. The green has pulled out a lot of blue color to the tips, and the brown has separated into oranges, yellows, and a little bit of red. Repeat this process with all of your petals. Now many inks are actually a mixture of colors and molecules of different sizes and properties. This means that the water will pull the lighter molecules farther, and the heavier ones will move slower. Think of how sand might flow through a river, but a pebble might only roll a little. Try out different colors and try and predict the colors that are going to come out. You can see I have 3 petals fully colored and dried. Many of the colors have changed quite a bit since I started. The blues and reds blended and made a little bit of purple, but there's also a gradient of purple to blue, with blue going right to the end. The red didn't separate much, so it's probably just one molecule. This one has pulled out a lot of blue from the original green, and it looks like not much of the original color is really left of what we started with. This must mean that the blue molecule is very small and doesn't interact much with the paper, so the water can pull it really far to the end, while the yellow colors get left behind. Now you can make your flower. Stack 3 of your petals on top of each other. Take 1 pipe cleaner, fold, and roll the end into a ball. Push the pointy end of the pipe cleaner through the center of your petals, all the way till it stops at the little ball you made. Crinkle up your petals around the ball and form it into a flower shape that you like. Once you're happy with the shape of the flower, wrap the pipe cleaner around the underside where the pinched end is to hold your flower in place. Now take the loose part of your pipe cleaner and put it through one of the green stems. Once it's pulled all the way through, roll the end into a ball or wrap it around the end of the stem to hold it in place. Now you've made a colorful, fun flower using chromatography. You have enough supplies to make at least 2 flowers, so try again! Thanks for watching and keep discovering. Bye!